The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by All Pro Roofing. AllProRoofingLLC.com on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. Beef, at the end of the drill, what are we handing out today is a Christmas prize pack.
Yes, at the end of the 10-minute drill, we're going to dip into the 1010XL holiday gift guide, the basket of gifts. And we're going to hook one Guggen up with a chocolate gift basket, a holiday gift basket from Peterbrook, and a $25 gift card to Woody's Barbecue. You can find those and other fabulous gift ideas
Wonderful.
at 1010XL.com. Just check out the holiday gift guide.
That is exciting. Pros, our 1-to-1 financial poll question today. Jags have 4 games left. How do they do? 0-4, they stink. 1-3, Houston, you have a problem. 2-2, beat the Texans and the Jets, or a number 1 or number 2.
I'd go one
overall.
I'd go either one of the second two. I think they'll beat at least Houston or New York.
Okay.
And I think what's happened these last 2 weeks is you've gone on the road and you've played good teams while you're bottoming out. And you're going to bounce back to someone who's more of your skill level and is having the same difficulties the next 2 weeks. And the game will go more like the Falcons and the Dolphins and that type of game.
Well, the boys have lost faith, and
I get it.
50% think they are going to go 0-4.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I could be wrong. I mean, it's going to take a turnaround. I guess this is more on faith than anything. But I really do think stepping back in competition this week is going to make them at least look better.
Beef sent us something yesterday that I think was kind of spot on, to be honest with you. And I don't know this, again, this is just message board, social media, but I think
Are you talking about that Miami message board
post?
post?
I think this kind of cuts, I believe this part to be true, and I believe this may be at the core of the problem. I'm going to explain what I mean with Urban Meyer and the stuff that's going on down at the stadium and whatever you choose to believe. How bad is it? Everybody wants to make it worse than, it's.
And it probably is.
And it's anyway. So this guy says this.
What is this on?
It's on like a Miami Hurricanes
message
fan message board.
So it's just, again, I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying there's some believable elements in this, I believe. And I'll tell you why I believe it. He says, so I'm good friends with the father of a Jaguar player. Okay. The Urban stuff is being underreported. Obviously, the father is ticked. I used cleanup words. But here's a taste. Telling players, I've won, you guys haven't. Telling players, tell me why I should care about you. Telling players, I was brought here under false pretenses. Dragging assistant coaches in the locker room. Openly questioning the GM. So
it's like every other NFL coach.
Let me explain a little bit what I do know about Urban Meyer and how he works. And this is a story that has gone around forever and has been verified as true.
We broke this story,
but
by
when
the way.
Urban Meyer,
we were the first ones to come in and say that that's what happened in that meeting.
Okay, so when Urban Meyer,
this is our story.
All right. Well, when Urban Meyer was first introduced as the University of Florida coach, he met with the team, and he called them out. I mean, he ripped them. He railed them up and down. He's like, "Oh, you guys are going to Atlanta for the bleeping Peach Bowl?"
Yeah.
I said, that ain't the plan around here, boys. We're going to Atlanta every year for
He walked in to a group of, as to calling people out personally.
Yeah,
that's been his style. And again, that's maybe a nuance that you have to change as you get to the NFL.
Now,
but he went in and he literally said, of all the 80 in the room, where's Deshaun Wynn? Deshaun, stand up.
Yeah.
What the bleep happened to you, son?
Yeah.
I recruited you at Notre Dame. You're the best running back in the country.
Yeah.
And it worked with that age. They may not have liked him, but they won.
My point is, some responded, and the ones who didn't left.
Yeah, Deshaun responded.
Yeah, he had a good year for Herbs. But the point being, that's how Urban Meyer works. And listen, I don't know, but you probably can't do that right off the rip with professionals.
Yeah, and also there's this is a gray area. These aren't exact specifics, quotes of what was said.
No.
Guys get into their feelings more in football locker rooms than any other sport.
Right.
They get in their feelings, man. Maybe because it's such a masculine, macho sport that you take every offense as more of an attack on you. But I've never seen both former football players more in their feelings than any former baseball player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, we'll talk to Murph about that too coming up at 9 o'clock. But so I do believe that is part of the issue because Urban Meyer has always proclaimed himself as and he said this. I asked the players to do an awful lot, so I'm going to give the players the very best, and that's why he came in and said we got to have a building, we got to have a performance center, we got to have this, we got to change food, we got to have different things inside the training room. I mean, so he's done all that because he asks a lot of the players. And as you've heard him say, he asks even more of the coaches when things aren't going well. So
I don't accept. I mean, this is me playing sports my whole life, and again, maybe in a different era.
Mm-hmm.
I don't accept the coach is too mean. That is just we're trifling, man.
Right.
I got a locker room of football players, and the coach is too mean to them.
Yeah.
Because let's guess what? You know who wasn't mean, Dan? Gus Bradley, nicest guy in the freaking world.
Yeah.
He probably went in and massaged every player before every practice. Did they respond to him?
I'm not sure he massaged every
I'm just
player.
saying, did they respond? That's a joke, man.
No.
And if you're a professional football player and you're crying about how mean the coach is, get your stuff and move on.
I'm not trying to make this play. I'm just trying to give you an idea of probably what some of the things are going on inside the building and the demands that Urban Meyer is putting on some of these guys. Now, it's the other topic with Urban is the whole micromanaging versus non-micromanaging. When you're there doing everything as Urban was doing at the beginning of his Florida time, the players probably can't complain as much. In other words, I'm going to ask a lot of you, but you'll never outwork me. I'll be here much more than you'll be here. So that may not be the issue or the case anymore. I don't know. So just some thought about Urban Meyer. All right, breaking this morning, Kenny Dillingham is out at FSU as the OC. He is going to Oregon. He's taking the Oregon job as the OC. So Kenny Dillingham, who has been a part of Florida State football under Mike Norvell, is gone, according to Josh
Did he come with
Newberg.
him from Memphis?
He came. I don't know where he came from. But he was with him the whole time.
He was his first offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's been there the whole time. And
that's kind of like being the offensive coordinator at FSU the last couple of years has been like being a cook, and they gave you a pineapple and a can of Spam and said, hey, make me a meal.
Yeah,
I mean, right? They haven't had a lot of talent. They haven't had a quarterback. It's been a tough go over there generating.
Yeah, Dan Lanning is close ties to Dillingham and went right after him and got him done. So he's off to Eugene, Oregon. He was hired 2019 December with the original staff. Yeah, and a very good recruiter during his time at FSU, having a hand in every offensive recruitment. So,
well, the fact that, and again, I don't know what every service says, but the one I looked at most recently, FSU still held at number 15 overall.
Yeah, I think they'll be there.
That is listen to me.
Yeah,
being 15th with the state of things over there is remarkable.
Okay,
I think.
All right, I'm listening.
Yeah. Listen to this. There's one offensive lineman that the Jags. I think there's only one offensive lineman that's going to keep his spot next year, and that's if they pay him.
Cam?
You listen to what Urban Meyer said yesterday. Now, look, as to the players and being publicly, criticized, he hasn't done that publicly. If they're doing it privately and it's too much for their feelings, then leave. I don't care. Because there's no one on this team that can complain. They're no good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Urban was very complimentary of an offensive line. We thought over complimentary, didn't we?
Yes.
When he came in, it's not a blow-up group. These are good players, yada, yada. And he kept the cohesion of that offensive line, and it's come back to bite him because those jokers have played like crud. And here's Urban yesterday as to the kind of new state, what's gone from a great benefit to now a problem.
That was a strength, and right now it's got to get back to being a strength. I think we get Linder back, but Shatley played all right. The one steadying force is Cam Robinson is playing as good as football as his career, but we've had some issues, and so that's just got to work through it. There's no other answer. You got to work through it, and that's what we're currently doing right now.
So we'll see if the Houston Texans can provide the kind of tonic that can give a dose of positivity. And that's what they need inside that locker room more than any. When teams lose, players, it's like any situation. You've been in losing situations out there, whether it's at work and otherwise. You find a way to blame everyone but what you're doing.
The Gators have landed Devin Moore, a four-star defensive
That's a good
back,
one. So that's a flip.
Who picked Florida over Notre Dame.
Right, he'd been committed to Notre Dame, so that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Billy Napier can stay for another day.
He doesn't have a 5-star. He's only a 4-star.
I don't care. If you see what they had before, that's a guy who's from the state of
money don't make money.
That's from the state of Florida. That's they thought pretty solid in Notre Dame until the coaching change.
Gators commitment list currently sits at 8.
Oof.
Yes. So
8 is enough.
But Tony Livingston and Devin Moore is a nice pull for them. And,
Devin Moore helps.
Yeah, so anyway.
And they're getting back in, like the Humphrey kid from Texas, the corners. The problem is you got such a short time to change because of the early days that we talked about. So, anywho, Dan has been running off into the production studio in every break just to warm up his vocal cords.
Yeah.
Me.
I've been told this. I've been told. I've been told this will be going live.
We'll do it live.
When we return on the other side. You're listening to The Drill on a CPR Contracting Wednesday.
Hey, I need a number, baby.
Caller number 1.
Call number 1, fast fingers.
641-1010.
Right now, 641-1010. You're going to go home with our selections from the Holiday Gift Guide. You'll get a Peterbrook Chocolate Holiday Gift Basket and a $25 gift card from Woody's Barbecue. You can find those and other great gift ideas at 1010XL.com. Just click on the Holiday Gift Guide. We're back with Dan Hickens' hot new Christmas ditty on The Drill.